This study examines natural conditions, specifically summer, monsoon, and flood seasons, and their influence on energy generation. With growing energy demand and limited mains electricity supplies, the P3 energy supply model was developed to reduce reliance on conventional power sources. This model supplements electricity production by harnessing renewable energy sources, such as solar, wind, and water, from flood or wave power, ensuring continuity in daily activities during power shortages. The P3 model taps into abundant natural resources, which supports energy independence and reduces main electricity consumption. During warmer weather, increased solar and wind energy availability, coupled with water-based energy from seasonal floods, further enhances energy storage. This approach aligns with sustainability goals by utilizing renewable resources to maintain reliable energy access. To gauge the effectiveness and public perception of this model, a Google survey form was used to gather feedback. This study thus demonstrates a viable path toward resilient, eco-friendly energy solutions that adapt to varying environmental conditions.
Essential question: how can we utilize Malaysia's climate to incorporate renewable energy into our everyday lives?
My team challenge is to develop the P3 energy supply model based on climate action, utilizing heat from the sun, storms, and flood.
Introduction: what is the P3 energy supply model? P3 energy supply is a model designed and produced to enable each user of the model to obtain additional electricity that can be used whenever needed. This situation at once can help each user not be too dependent on the main source of electricity, which is increasingly limited. Furthermore, with the creation of this model, we can take advantage of solar energy, wind, and flood energy, or other alternative energy sources such as waves that also provide electricity to human life. Problem statement: the supply of main electricity is becoming more and more limited, with the use of electricity increasing so much that electricity rationing can disrupt human life. For example, when there is no electricity supply, then this situation will make all matters involving the use of electricity difficult.
The solutions to i-JaMCSIIX, the P3 energy supply model, is the only model in the future that can be used to help reduce dependence on the main source of electricity that can be used anytime and anywhere. This situation can also help every user get a supply of energy sources, and will not affect all matters involving the use of electricity with this model.
The implementations of the solutions. How does this P3 energy supply model work? The P3 energy model works by utilizing three natural conditions simultaneously, or any natural condition occurring at certain times. For example, during summer or hot weather, solar energy will supply electricity that will be stored in the power inverter / energy conversion machine, as well as if, during the monsoon season, the wind will blow strongly, then the wind energy power will also supply renewable energy into electricity. Flood conditions can also be used to produce energy. Despite the adverse effects of floods, there are beneficial outcomes gained. Specifically, fans and turbines installed in flood-prone areas rotate, utilizing the energy from the flowing floodwater to generate electricity. This renewable energy capacity amplifies during extreme hot weather, typhoons, monsoons, and heavy floods. Where can this model be used? This model is very suitable in targeted areas that experience the following three natural events, namely hot weather, strong winds, and flood areas. Nevertheless, this model can also be installed in any area that experiences any of those natural events because of its multi-purpose and situation functions. Furthermore, this model is an affordable electricity generation model. Every user can definitely get this model on the market in the future with its use, which is not only focused on one available energy source, but is able to use all three natural events that occur simultaneously.
Testing and evaluation: the extent to which the effectiveness of the P3 energy supply model is dependent on the source of energy obtained from renewable sources, such as hot weather, strong winds, and even floods stored in the power inverter energy conversion machine. Testing of this model has demonstrated its capability to utilize solar energy, wind power, and flowing water from floods to generate electricity through fan rotation. As a result, this model emerges as a highly efficient alternative electricity source. For instance, it can power electric lights and charge various devices such as mobile phones, laptops, and rice cookers, contingent upon the available power output of the power inverter. The greater the power output of the power inverter, the more electrical appliances can be operated using renewable electricity.
Reflection. In conclusion, this model is very beneficial to every user as a model in the future that can generate electricity based on three natural events that occur simultaneously or according to any natural conditions that occur. This model will provide profit to each user without having to depend on the main source of electricity.
Future consideration: this model can help every user without having to depend too much on the energy of the main electricity source, and can save the cost of paying for electricity. Furthermore, this model is affordable for every user and can use additional electricity more sparingly. In addition, it is expected that in the future, there will be no more hydroelectric power dams, but instead will be more focused on the creation of models or innovations.